Good morning, everybody. Today I'm going to talk about the Nikon ZFC model. Yeah, this is the newest camera edition that I have purchased, and I gotta say, I love it. Okay, this camera brings back the retro style that everybody, well, I don't know about everybody, but all you old camera fanatics out there, remember the old Nikon. My mom had one of the old Nikon cameras that was the 35mm. So I gotta say, it has been a blast to see it like this. So basically, this is what it looks like. It's got the whole old vintage aesthetic going on here. Let's see. Let me just take this off so you can kind of see. This camera, I believe it is 21 megapixels. Yeah, it's a 21 megapixel camera. It comes with you can choose the lens when you order it. I got the traditional 28mm lens. I don't know if y'all can see that. But, they do offer a variety of different lenses that you want. If you want to purchase, like, the basic 16 through 50, I think 16 through 50mm lens. They offer that as well if you want that, but I just went with the 28mm lens. So, basically, you can see the nozzles here, or the dials. You have your ISO, which is what I love. You can kind of control your ISO if you want to choose. Basically, you have to press this there. There we go. Just like that. You've got your mode here. I don't know if y'all can see that. Right there. You can choose manual, auto. Let's see here. Let's see if I can get up close to that. Yeah. Your aperture. There you go. Aperture, shutter, and you can program, and then of course your auto right there. So I like that too as well. Right here you have your white balance control, so you can control the white balance if you want. We'll get a little closer to that if you can see that there. So you can control your white balance there. Alright, so I wanted to just move around here, so get a little bit more in detail here. So here you have your, I believe this is your f-stop dial. It actually comes with an f-stop dial here, so you can choose which one you want, of course. I love it, actually. It goes all the way to 4,000, even to 1/3 of a step. So very cool stuff here. I don't know a whole lot about it. I'm still learning myself, but I do try to experiment with some of the dials here and everything. But I do love the fact that you can, of course, manually change out your ISO, as well as your speeds here. It also comes with, like I said, I mentioned the white balance dial there, so I don't know if y'all could see that. See if I can get that to focus. Now, I'm actually recording with the Sony the Nex 3C. So this is a fairly older camera that I'm using. As you can tell, she's struggling, but you know what though? She's trying her best. She's trying her best. She's struggling. There she is right there. So you can see that. I'm just trying to, use this camera, kind of see how the recording abilities are with this one. As you can tell, she's struggling, but she's doing her best. Like I said, she's doing her best. So then you have your record button right there, your on and off button right there. Some more dials right there. Of course, that's your main menu. So you've got the, your menu buttons right here. Okay, that's your info. Your magnifying right there. That's minus or plus, of course. Display, and then another menu there. Actually, I'm sorry, that's your menu button, and then this is like your navigation, which I will show y'all in a bit. I do love that the camera itself obviously is articulating, so you can open that up as well and flip it out. So we love that. We love an articulating camera. Oh, I forgot to mention here, that's your playback. It's your delete button. This is your, I forget what that is. I'm gonna have to go back to that, but that, I believe that is just your no, I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna find that out for y'all. Of course, you have your AE and AF lock here. I hardly ever use that. And then, of course, this again is an adjuster here. This is, I believe you can adjust your shutter speed. Or your aperture, or no, actually I believe this is the shutter, and then in the front here is your aperture. So when you choose whichever mode you're going for, whether it's the shutter or the aperture, then yeah. So we'll turn on the camera now and take a look at the features here. Alright, so now I have the camera on. Okay, as you can see, there's the screen. We have a, well, let's start with this button here. So then you have that's your information screen. So you could actually just choose like norm, flash mode. You have your Wi-Fi connection. It does connect to Wi-Fi, meaning that you can actually connect it to your phone and either shoot from your phone, or you can transfer the pictures from the camera to your phone. I find that really neat because you don't have to like go to a computer or anything like that and wait for it to upload. Say if you shoot a picture and you want to send it right away or post it or send it to somebody else, then you can just do that. Here's your release mode. When there's, you know, you have your single frame, you have your continuous, and that's just basically just you know, that basically there's just, you shoot like in multiple, you can choose it, right? So that's 3 shots, right? You can actually choose how many shots you want. Let's see here, but I don't want that. Again, continuous, same thing. Continuous extended, and then you have your self timer. Self timer can go basically from 2 seconds, 5 seconds, 10 seconds, and even 20 seconds. So pretty neat there. Of course, we're gonna go back to the single frame here. Then of course you have your different types of autofocus. You have your single point, you have your pinpoint, your wide area, L. This one is wide area S, and then so it's just kind of a different there. Wide area people, and then it also has your animals, like wide area animals. Again, auto area people, and then same thing with the animals. I usually just go to single point. Again, just your different focus modes here. So you have your AFA, continuous autofocus, which I kind of do like that as well. Vibration reduction, don't really use that much, but I do have it on auto, so a lot of the stuff is done and chose for you. You have your active lighting, so low light, you can just kind of choose what kind of lighting you have. I'll probably just have it as normal. Your metering, if you're using a lot of metering, I don't really tend to do that. I just kind of keep it as is. Image, you can do a large, medium, or small. I just kind of keep it as large, image size. And again, your white balance. So again, you can choose like natural light, direct sunlight. If you're cloudy, this is kind of just depending where you're at. Fluorescent, you see how it's kind of changing everything there. I just kind of keep it as auto. So that's what this button does. You kind of choose your different types of settings here. Alright, now we're gonna go to the menu section here. So as you can see, we'll start on the top. So, you know, it's got your basic stuff. You know, this is your playback menu here, the very first button. So you have your delete, your playback folder, playback display options. So it's got plenty of options here if you want to choose which one you would like or the best for you. I really don't mess with this as well because I just like to just play it back and just have that. Picture review, you could have it on if you want. So I believe like if you just kind of like shoot a picture, there it is right there. That's the picture review. So I actually like that because it shows you already what it looks like. So I think I'm actually going to keep that. Rotate tall, that's just if you rotate it, like if it's a bigger picture, I should say, like I don't know how to explain it, but like if you shoot a picture that's just, you know, if the image or the subject is tall, it will actually just rotate it and make it long. So I can kind of make like a I would have to look for an example on that, but let's see here. Actually, I might be able to look for an example. Let's take a look at that. I'm going to show y'all. Let's show it here. Okay, I got plenty. You can see all of my examples here. Actually, yeah, there's a few examples there, which I will be showing in this video. You know, the actual examples of pictures that it took, but actually you're kind of seeing a brief. I'm trying to find an example of that rotate tall, but alas, I can't find it. That's okay. Slideshow, again, if you want to have, a slideshow, you can, which I'm not going to do all that. So that's like your playback, so pretty cool there. Photo shooting menu, so you have your diffraction compensation. Again, this is an auto, so some of the stuff will be shaded out because it's an auto. But again, for your more professional photographers that know more what you're doing, you will probably go in here and just adjust whatever it is you need. You have your release mode, which is a single frame, continue. So again, kind of the same thing of what we have right here. It's just the quicker option to go to the I button to choose, but it's literally the same thing. The screen is touch screen. I forgot to tell y'all that, but it is touch screen. So if you ever want to just kind of choose something, you can. But yeah, and then we can just kind of go back there. So we are gonna go back. How do I go back to that? Hold up. Oh, it's just the regular menu. Okay, I'm just gonna. Oh, there we go. I had to just go back. My bad. So it's got a lot. So again, let's go back down. Okay, so we were there, release mode, focus mode. Again, a lot of that stuff was already in this I button right there. So again, we're just gonna skim through that. So you got a lot of stuff here that you can choose from. You have your video recording. So if you want to record, you can choose your options. This has so many frame size and frame rate options, so I actually really was pleased with that. You can choose, you have your slow motion here. You have your fast, I believe it'll actually shoot it in a bit of a faster frame if you want. But I just kind of keep it as this regular, 60p, 1920 by 1080, so I just kind of keep it at that right there. So really, if you just whatever you want to pick, again, for your more seasoned people who know what it is that you're doing. Sorry, that was my cat hissing if y'all heard her acting up. Video quality, again, you could put it as high quality or normal. We'll kind of just skim through this. So again, you can go in here and choose what it is that you want. That, when you're recording and everything. So, you have your custom settings. So I don't really mess with this a lot, but you do have these custom controls here if you want to make them a bit more custom. Your setup menu, obviously you want to format your card, pick your language, your time zone, viewfinder brightness. It does have a viewfinder right there. As you can see, when you go to the viewfinder, it covers it up. I don't know, we'll bring it up real close to see. Let's see if I can get that viewfinder. There you go. So you can kind of see it right there. So I love the viewfinder. I'm always all about a viewfinder, you know, automatic. I mean, it's digital, but yeah, I just love it. Viewfinder color balance, you know, you can pick whatever, you know, if you want to adjust it there, you can. Go back there. So lots of stuff here, a lot of stuff that I really don't mess with because it has to do with the camera. A little bit more in detail stuff if you really want to go mess with stuff here. Like you have your touch options, you can turn it off, you can turn the beep on and off, and pick, you know, fix the volume, but I'm not gonna do that. So portrait mode, airplane mode, connector. So this is where you can connect to your phone or computer as well. Again, a lot of stuff in here. And of course, if you want to reset all of your settings, it's right there. So, again, your retouch menu, so you can do RAW and JPEG. You can do trim if you want to trim it, resize it, fix the lighting, red eye correction, straighten the photo, distortion, perspective, monochrome, overlay, and trim the video if you have a video. And then you can obviously just customize here and add more stuff, but again, I don't really mess with that. So that's for the menu. Alright, so we went over the menu. Now you have your display. Of course, like any general camera, you can just kind of pick your display option here. This one tells you all the stuff, you know, that you have set already on there. That's just basic display. There's just nothing there. You can have the histogram there. So that's what that does. This is your magnifier here. So I like that. That's actually really cool. If you want to like really just zoom in, you can, you know, zoom in or zoom out. Like there's the cat over there. We're going to zoom in on her. There she is. And then there you go, see? And then we can take the pic. It doesn't really take the picture zoomed in, but you know, it's just taking a picture. But if you want to zoom in, you certainly can. There she is. So I think that's pretty neat too. Zoom in, zoom out. What else do we? Alright, so a few modes here that we're gonna do just to kind of briefly do it. So right now I have it on shutter speed mode here. And that's this button. So I think I've said earlier that was the aperture, but I lied. Sorry about that. This is your shutter speed. So you can click it here, right here, and yeah, that'll pick it for you there. Again, same thing here for your aperture. So if you want to do it here, then your aperture will be I believe it is right here actually. No, I'm sorry, it's the front. So you can adjust it here and you can see how the numbers are changing here. This is your ISO. So yeah, my bad. This right here is your ISO. And of course we all know what the manual is, so I'm not really going to go into that because manual is like where you just adjust everything to your liking. I also like the fact here that it has a little display right there. I don't know if you can see that, probably not, but it does display digitally right there. So let me just kind of zoom in on that. You can see that there. So in case you want to see your f-stop there it is. And of course you have room for it does not come with a flash. You have to buy the flash separately, so you put your flash right there, or whatever you want to put right here, mounting, anything like that. And that's about it, I would say. Just a general synopsis of this camera. Again, it's beautiful. I appreciate it. I still have so much to learn on it. Of course, you know, you can take off your lens right here, which I'm not going to do that, but you have it right there. And yeah, it's awesome. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. It was just a brief little, like I said, review / introduction, just to show what this camera looks like in case anyone is interested in buying one. This is again the Nikon ZFC. The price for this camera is around, you know, on the Nikon website. I got this is around probably, not probably, it's like $8.99. But you could probably look for some sales, you know, going on, or even on eBay. Perhaps you might find it a little bit cheaper, but this camera ranges about $8.99 to $9.99, just depending on the lens that you choose to get with it. Because it does come as a kit, or you can choose to get the body, and I believe if you want to get the body, it's a little bit cheaper, obviously, without the lens. But anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed it. Please give me a like and a comment or subscribe. And I do many camera reviews and technology reviews, so if you like that, or if you want to just see what certain things look like, you know, definitely give me a follow and you can see that. Alright guys, thanks.